I'm Dean Huppert, and you're listening to the Mishawaka Education Foundation Halftime Report, and with me, the Director of Human Resources and Student Safety, Kory LaBonne. It's great to have you on this, and people are on fall break, but the machine just keeps rolling along at School City of Mishawaka.
Yeah, that's correct. Busy start to the school year, and like you said, the year keeps on rolling. So we're looking forward to having a great second quarter and heading into the second semester.
Yeah, just a little bit about your background. An Indiana University graduate, got your MBA at Indiana Wesleyan, and now you've done some continuing education.
Yeah, that's correct. Appreciate that. I just finished my educational specialist certification, so essentially it's the superintendent's license through Indiana State University. So about a year-long program that I went through over the past 12 months, and am more than excited to be done and looking forward to the next steps.
Yeah, your path to get here. I know you were a teacher at John Young Middle School and taught at a few other corporations. Talk about that, just how that prepared you for where you are now.
Sure. I would say I probably have had a non-traditional path to administration. Obviously, the last 7 years serving at the district office for School City of Mishawaka, previous to my current role, serving as Director of School Services in the Curriculum and Instruction Department. But I would say, holistically, I've had a lot of opportunity. I've had a lot of people pour into me and give me a chance. And as a result of those opportunities and people taking those chances, on me, I've had the opportunity to serve in different roles and really just experience different types of work. So I've worked, in the financial capacity. I've worked again in the teaching and learning capacity. Work with grants, student safety, school safety, human resources. So I think overall it's really provided a pretty well-rounded both educational and experiential circumstance for me.
Yeah, you think about HR and human resources, people may think you have an army of people over here helping you, and we do with the business department, your superintendent, but your go-to person has to be Darlene Cochran, and she's been here 29 years and done a number of things, but for human resources, she's pretty special.
Yeah, she definitely is. We certainly have a great HR team and all, but Darlene certainly leads that pack, both in years of service here in Mishawaka, but Darlene has seen and probably heard it all. She has a plethora of stories. One day she'll be able to look back and share with people. But Dar is, generally speaking, the first face that people see, and was that way for many years. Again, we've evolved, and our department has certainly expanded over the most recent years. But she was the one-stop shop for many years in School City of Mishawaka, and has really been an integral part of the onboarding process for almost every single one of our employees, certified and classified, administrative alike. And we certainly could not have done without her, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just maybe a shout out to some of your employees and talking about the process. I know when you reach out, you try to mention MishawakaSchools.com and get unemployment opportunities, but a lot of ways that we get employees here, new teachers, new custodians, would be through word of mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our most effective marketing strategy or approach, is just having a conversation. I think that is representative of Mishawaka, and the Mishawaka way is we are a family. We talk about that a lot, and it's not just lip service. We mean that, right? We are a large corporation that has good resources available to us, but we're small enough to where you walk in a building and you know the names of the employees, and they know your name, and you're a familiar and friendly face. And I think that approach, right, sharing about the opportunity, sharing about good things that are happening, there's always going to be things that come out that are less than ideal, right? But we more so focus on the good things, because there are many good things that happen every single day in each one of our buildings. And so word of mouth is certainly a great marketing strategy. And while we may not have certain positions open today or right now, doesn't mean we won't in the future. Right. So, encouraging people to check out what's available and just putting in a general application to say, hey, this is what I'm interested in the future. If something becomes available, consider me for that.
Right. And last year we talked about online safety. This year on the halftime report, I'd like to talk to you about school safety and the school resource program. Our SROs, as they're called, are top notch, Mishawaka police officers, and we've just included a fleet of cars along with that.
Yeah, really excited about this aspect in particular. Obviously, many thanks to the city and the community of Mishawaka for approving the referendum that allowed us to expand our program itself, and we were able to do so quickly and faster, I think, than what we initially had thought or planned that we could do. And obviously, as a result, have been able to add a school resource officer in every single one of our schools, which is just really incredible and sets us apart than most. Again, through our partnership with the City of Mishawaka and the Mishawaka Police Department, have recently been able to add 5 school resource officer police vehicles to our kind of fleet, if you will, which we're just, again, really excited about. It's a great visual to have. It's a good representative of both our partnership and our commitment to student school safety overall. And again, the SROs are a friendly and welcoming face for the students and parents and community alike, and that's just another symbol of that commitment.
Yeah, if our community didn't get a chance to see it at Liberty Elementary, there was a parade for the police officers. I know you were out there, but it was just heartwarming to see the respect and to see kids hold signs. And those guys were rock stars that day, the SRO officers.
Yeah, I mean, they totally soaked it up as they should. It was more than deserved. But any opportunity that we can engage positively with our first responders and our law enforcement officers and model that positive and healthy relationship, I think is important. Kids and families and community members alike experience trauma in different capacities of things. And as a result of that, you hear things, you see things. But having, again, a positive and nurturing relationship with a law enforcement officer is so critically important, not only just to the natural and normal development of a child, but obviously for the safety of the school and the school community at whole.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much for all you do.
Yep, likewise. Thanks for the offer.
This has been Director of Human Resources and School Safety, Kory LaBonne at School City of Mishawaka. I'm Dean Huppert, and you've been listening to the Mishawaka Education Foundation Halftime Report.